Hey guys, Ryan here. In the background right now is a clip of me killing Faye Santana a couple weeks ago on Fortune's Keep. This is me using one of the movement techniques I'm going to teach you in this very video. And in fact, we're going to jump right into it by talking about this movement. This is what I call the crossover. All you're simply doing with this is slide canceling one direction and then hitting a jump shot in another direction. I call it the crossover because it's pretty much just like in basketball. You pretend to go left, then you go right. Maybe you hit him with the double crossover, yada, yada, yada. I've already made a video about this topic that I'm going to link down below in the description that I'd highly recommend that you watch. But all you're really doing is slide canceling one direction and then hitting a jump shot, usually in the reverse direction. As you can see in the clip I had from the start, all I'm doing is slide canceling to my left and then I'm doing a jump shot to my right. When you watch this clip back, look at how he's going to track me to the right, and he cannot anticipate me going to the left like that. That's what makes this so dangerous. While you know you're going to go the reverse direction, they don't know that. That's why I love this movement and would highly, highly recommend learning it. And this is going to take us to our second movement, the double hop. If you're curious what this looks like, you're going to see an example of it right now in the background. What you do is you do a little hop from cover, you then slide cancel once you land, and then you do another hop. This is what it looks like in slow motion. I'm going to hop out from cover, slide cancel, then I'm going to do a second jump shot backwards. Now, this is super, super effective because this is going to make you almost impossible to track and you're going to cover absurd amounts of horizontal distance. The other thing I'd really recommend for this movement is to make sure that your first jump is usually coming before you leave cover. One of the best tactics to peek a corner with good movement is to use a jump shot, and that's the basis of this, but instead of just landing like a normal jump shot, you're gonna hit a slide cancel and then another jump shot. My biggest concern with this move though is its difficulty in learning it. This is not easy to do, and I think a lot of people are going to end up just having a bunch of dead hops. What I mean by that is you're going to jump and you're not going to be able to slide cancel, you're not going to be able to do anything because you took the jump at the wrong angle. You have to find that perfect angle, and the other thing is you can't be aimed down sight when you end the jump. When you begin the jump, it's okay to be aimed down sight, but if you want to do a slide cancel, you cannot be aimed down sight. Like you're seeing in the background right now, this move is best suited for when you want to peek someone. When you know somebody's around the corner and you want to hit them with that little extra sauce so you can win the gunfight despite their good positioning, this is something I'd heavily recommend. It is kind of another take on the bunny hop, which everyone knows how to do by now essentially, but this is a little more advanced. This is going to allow you to cover more distance, but you can also combine it with crossovers, you can combine it with the drop shot. There's tons of different things you can do out of this, and that's what makes it a little better in my opinion. Now we're going to move on to the last one, the slide shot. Now I just want to say, all these names, they're just made up to help you remember these things. Because all this slide shot really is just a slide cancel that you end with the drop shot. Now I have to explain this. When you do a normal slide cancel, you hit the slide button, then the crouch button, then your jump button. That is the normal slide cancel. The slide shot you do differently. You hit your slide button, you hit the crouch button, and then you hold the crouch button a third time so you can lay down. This is called the slide shot. It's super, super effective because people don't really ever anticipate someone ending a slide cancel in a drop shot. If you do this correctly and you don't do the normal slide cancel, you're going to win a ton of gunfights because it's actually broken. However, like the double hop, this is going to be very hard for people to learn because it is pretty awkward. The other thing about this is you can get extremely creative with it and you can instantly hit the sprint button after you do the drop shot to go into some crazy jump shot or whatever. You can get very, very creative with this, and you can do even like an elongated form of the crossover where you essentially begin with the slide shot and then you hit the crossover. There is a reason I call these the advanced slide cancel techniques, because they are. These are not meant for people who are just learning movement. These are for good players who have learned a lot about movement, who've spent a lot of time practicing their movement, and they have a lot of these things built in as habits. I would 100% recommend for almost any player to one day learn these, but really, if you're still learning how to properly slide cancel in the first place, I would not concern yourself with movement techniques like these. However, if you're kind of in that in-between phase and you know how to jump shot, you know how to do your slide cancels, but you want to take your movement to the next level, well, these are the things you need to start implementing. These little things are how you go from being a good player to a great player and one day inevitably become an absolute demon. I just want to quickly touch on a couple things about my channel, guys, for all the people that care about these things. I'm going to start opening up channel memberships here soon, and there's going to be 3 different tiers. I'm not expecting anyone to buy into these tiers really, but if you do, you're absolute legends. It's just a way to support the channel. You're going to get some perks and benefits out of it, and I want to make sure that if you guys do buy into the tier, you do feel it's somewhat worth it for what you get out of it. However, once again, I really don't expect anyone to buy into it. It's just there for people who want to. And you do more than enough by simply just watching my videos and supporting my channel. But having said all of that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have a good day. It's been Ryan. Peace.